This how it be. This how it be in this everlasting game.
Woke up, took a shit, not knowing it's your last day. Shot outside the club.
Good morning, yo. Welcome into the Fanatical Massholes show. Grand Rising, all my brothers and sisters out there. It's early Sunday morning.
Oh,
You
good
heard
morning
Saso.
to all of y'all out there in this world.
There you go. He's probably saying what a lot of y'all saying, like, what in the world these two doing up this early? But, you know, this is how we doing it. This is kind of how the schedule's played out. Episode will be up later today, though. Anyway, welcome into the Fanatical Massholes show. It's your boy, Mizzo, Saso. What's going on, brother? How was your week?
Man, about to drink this hot coffee. Best papa ever. Shout out to my daughter, my granddaughters. Excuse me, my grandchildren. Shout out to everybody in Worcester, Mass, Capital One Arena. Y'all know I got big love to all y'all out there. Hey, let's go.
Shout out to everybody in the world. Definitely shout out to the local Worcester, DC, Brooklyn. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we got a few topics going on today. We're gonna get into Daniel Jones. He worth $45 million a year. We're also gonna rank our top 5 wide receivers and tight ends. We'll talk some NBA. Are European players getting a pass for not winning the chip? And we'll get into John Bones Jones last night. Easy knockout win. Quick. Made a statement. First, 2 serious topics. Very excited to get into it. First topic in regards to Georgia. The Georgia defensive lineman, Jalen Carter. He was arrested this morning. Not this morning, I'm sorry. He was arrested this past week while he was at the combine. Warrants were sent out for him. In regards to the deaths for reckless driving, basically, they're saying, and racing that led to the fatal the crash that killed Georgia Georgia defensive lineman Devin Wilcox and a recruiting staff member Chandler LaCroix. So basically, they saying that they were driving fast speeds. The car hit the curb or something. You know, hit a bunch of I don't know if it hit trees, a couple poles, but anyway, 2 people died. 1 person still seriously injured. They're alleging that Carter left the scene, and then came back an hour later. You know what I'm saying? I guess he gave misleading information, basically saying what he was doing, where he was at. They saying he wasn't there, but he really was there. Then and let's also basically you say he's the number 1 pick. Basically, what I'm trying to lead to, he's basically regarded as the number 1 pick, the number 1 prospect in this draft. If you're the fan of this of your team, what would be your concerns for drafting Mr. Jalen Carter? Or would you say, no, I don't want to draft him?
I mean, it's the same situation with Brandon Miller. Like, what's up with the Southeast Conference? I mean, this is 2 players coming from the Southeast Conference. We find out in these incidents, I mean, I want to say for the record, I thought Brandon Miller wasn't playing. I want to respond that. I mean, he is playing, so but I just hope that don't interfere, with the NBA draft. But with this guy right here, until further investigation or whatever, I don't think he should be able to play.
Jalen Carter, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jalen Carter, I don't think he's able to play.
He's not playing yet. Would you want your team to draft him is what I'm saying.
Do I still draft it? Don't look good because I know that they need a full investigation, and we need answers in order for me to determine that answer. But I know it's a bad situation for all involved.
Mm-hmm. All right. Here's what I would say as a fan of the team. I would have questions. more so because it's the well-being of the team. You're going to take a risk on him, especially if he's the number 1 pick. But I would have questions. I mean, so basically the full story is they were speeding. They were racing. Well, the driver of the vehicle that died, Miss Chandler LaCroix, her alcohol level was twice the legal limit. You know what I mean? So basically, they were speeding down the street. It ain't really. I don't know if it's a racing street, and they would ride. They were speeding in SUVs. Like that's crazy in itself.
Yeah.
You know, they reach speeds about 104 miles per hour. That's just not good. And I mean, they're saying this is not his only incidents that's happened when it comes to speeding and things like that.
One of our football players, I forgot his name. He played well. It was actually 2 of them. With the speeding thing. For the he was the safety. I think it's Everett. I forgot his name. Don't get me wrong. He used to play with the Reds. But anyway, you know, he have to do time. I think he have to do time, or they charged him with manslaughter because of speeding and stuff like that. And one of his girlfriends had got
she died.
Yeah. So it's this difficult because that's on a professional level. You're in the college level, and you know what I'm saying, you have potential to be one of the 10th pick in the first round, and you put yourself in this predicament like this, you know. Again, my condolences for all that's involved, you know.
Right. Like I was saying, I'm kind of, I don't know. If I'm a fan, like I said, I would want to know as a fan, it's a risk. You know, you don't want your team to be set back on a pick, drafting a guy who this might be what happens with him all the time. You know what I'm saying? So let's hope that. No, I wouldn't say this might be what happens to him all the time, but that this is going to be this is going to follow him. He's going to keep having these incidents. You don't want that. You know what I mean? I also don't want the kid to throw away his life. You know, again, like you say, condolences to the families of the people that lost their lives. Speedy recovery to I believe there's a person who's still fighting. You know, dealing with the injuries and everything. Yeah. And just Jalen Carter, man. This is you have the world in front of you. Don't mess it up. You know, just don't mess it up. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Step back, refocus yourself. You know, and focus on your future. You know, you got a chance to build generational wealth for your family, not just for yourself, but for your family. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just do better. Just do better. That's all. You know what I mean? We all got to do better. We all made mistakes. He's 22, whatever, 21, 22.
And we all made mistakes as a youngin'.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So just Jalen, hopefully you get it together, brother. That's all. You know what I mean? It's pulling for you. Yeah. But again, as a fan, I would want to know, is he really going to stop doing this type of stuff? You know what I mean? Is he going to be responsible? And as a man, as a parent, whatever, as a team too, let's be responsible. You know what I mean? All right. Speaking of a person who is definitely throwing their career away, Ja Morant. I mean, I don't know what else you could say about Ja Morant. I really don't. All the incidents that have come out of him in the past calendar year. So let's basically do the timeline on it. In between what happened, what's resurfaced yesterday, which was him being shown on video in the club, shirtless, chain swinging, waving a gun. He's not really got in his hands, kind of like looks like he's waving it kind of from like the barrel. I mean, the video's kind of grainy. It's not exactly like crystal clear, but he is waving a gun. You know what I'm saying? And so that's one incident. That was the latest incident. He has been suspended for 2 games by the team, the Grizzlies. The NBA is investigating it. But this is just a series of things that have happened in the past year. I mean, so let's look at it. First, it was an incident alleged that he punched a 17-year-old kid in the face 12 times over a basketball game. Then he pointed a gun at him. Police report was filed. Second, there was an issue with his mom in, I believe, a Foot Locker in the mall. She got into it with an employee, called Ja. He came down there with 9 people. basically saying, look, I'm gonna see him when he gets off of work. What time does he get out of work? Got into it with one of the mall security guys. They filed a report. Then there's also the thing that happened in Indiana where some either Pacer players or Pacer staff got into it with Ja's entourage, I'm sorry. And they say they seen like a red beam being waved from like the SUV or whatever. I mean, this kid is throwing his life away. Ja, I mean, I don't. This is. Hold on, real quick, hold on, real quick before you go. I'm gonna let you go and you finish it out. But what I'm saying is, I want to let you kids know this kid has the world in the palm of his hands. He's throwing it away. You are not respected where I come from. If you're doing stuff like this, you've already made it out. You have a chance to make it out. You've never been that gangster. What are you doing to try to do it now? Ja, man, come on, wake up, bro.
Well, that's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, but you gotta let me finish my point, brother.
No, I'm trying to let you know because it's not just on him. You say it's entourage. Now the people that the company that he hang around with is not helping him grow if you going out there and being involved in, such things like that. If you're an entourage for a reason to protect him, to be in that situation. And y'all not supposed to be in that situation neither. If you're his friend, you're not supposed to put your friend in the situation where as though his career could be over like that. This the NBA. This ain't the D League. You ain't in the college no more. You in the NBA. You getting big time money. People are looking at you. The world is looking at you. At least the NBA world looking at you. So y'all gotta do better. Not just John Durant, his entourage too. Gotta do better. But he gotta lead by example too. He gotta be like, man, look, if y'all want to do, y'all do it. But that's y'all responsibility. I have a game to play tomorrow. My team is seated like number 2 right now in the NBA. My team needs me. I have a chance. I have a chance to win the NBA Finals this year. So you gotta be more careful.
I mean, I wouldn't even do that though. I'm not about to tell his I'm not gonna tell my entourage or anything to do that. My mom's. Look, that's his mom. I got it. But
moms too.
We can't go down there and react like that. Hey man, what happened? Listen, bro, you can't talk to my mom like that. Spin off. You know what I'm saying? Everything else, especially with the thing in Indiana, all other stuff. You got to tell your entourage, look, man, this is what I'm doing right now. If y'all gonna act like this, I can't have you around me. Period. You know what I'm saying? Because I would say this. Hold on. Like the Nike deal that he got, right? He just signed a Nike deal. The day of the incident coming out, the alleged incident coming out, where more information came out about him with a 17-year-old kid and a thing in Foot Locker, was the same day that Powerade announced the deal with him. He got an endorsement deal with Powerade too. So here's what I would say. Look what they did to Kyrie. I'm not trying to compare them, but just understand. Nike canceled their deal with Kyrie, terminated. I don't want to say canceled, but people take that the wrong way. Terminated their deal with Kyrie because of things that they said were anti-Semitic. Again, I seen the video. I didn't look at it like anti-Semitic. I get it. People are upset. You can't say that blacks were the original Jews. Okay, that's a whole nother thing. But what I'm saying is this kid has had incident after incident in four incidents in a year. Kyrie doesn't have any incidents like this. It's just him expressing his opinion. People don't like it.
Well,
so Nike, what are you doing? And I don't want to see him. Hold on, I don't want to see him lose his contract with Nike. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, you got to do better. You know, like, you got the world by the palm, and you throwing it away. Again, this is not, dudes in the streets don't really respect this. Nah, bro, you out. Yeah, you probably was never in. But if you was in and you got out, stay out. Stay out.
Like I said,
man. It's not cool.
Like I was saying, I go further than that. You got Tiger Woods who lost $100 million because, you want to do reckless stuff. We ain't going to go back there because he's furthering his career. He's doing good now. But, man, don't let nobody mess up your bag, man.
I mean, Tiger Woods messed up his own bag, but that's two different things. That's apples and oranges. That's personal, civil with another person. That's not him abusing another person, committing a crime. The car accident he had was a single car accident.
Regardless, any scenario, don't wherever you're around, you have to just be more careful.
Right, I got you. Listen, man, Ja, you're a great player. You know what I mean, if I would say this to Ja, any young person, if you're a great player, you got a chance to make it out. Get out, make it out. Nobody stays in. Nobody tries to stay in the hood. Nobody tries to do that. Everybody is trying to get out. You know, trying to get to greener pastures. People buy houses. They're not to buy a house and then go back to the hood they used to live in. I didn't buy a house to go back to the 2-bedroom apartment I was living in, a 3-bedroom apartment, but I was living in, cramped up, crowded. No. You know what I mean? Or to be back in the hood.
It don't matter if you in the hood, out the hood. You have to just be humble in the hood or out the hood.
Yeah, but I know what I'm saying. I got you. But I'm just saying, like, I'm basically saying you don't do that stuff to stay in it and do the same things you was doing before you got there. Before you got to that better pasture. Before you elevated yourself. You elevated yourself. Don't knock yourself back down, Ja. And it's Ja. It's not really his people. Yes, you know what I mean? It's him involved in all of it. Him with the 17-year-old kid. He went with his mom. Again, that's his mom. I can't really knock him too much. But he should have moved a little different. Again, the thing with the entourage in Indiana, that was him.
Minutes ago, he's a leader. So
right.
while you're a role model, you should not be doing no things like that.
Yeah, it's on everybody. It's on his dad too. Pop and parents, they got to talk to him. You know what I mean? They just got to listen. Let's do better. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Let's just do better. That's all. Let's do better. All right. Good topics. A couple good topics. You know what I mean? Let's hope these guys figure it out. You know what I mean? We're pulling for you. Pulling for Jalen Carter. We're pulling for Ja Morant. Again, condolences to the families. We'll be right back. More topics after this. Fanatical Massholes. Y'all stay locked.
This how it be. This how it be. This how it be.
Welcome back, Fanatical Massholes. Your boys, Mizzo, Saso, still rocking with y'all. All right, this is the segment we're going to talk about the Daniels. Good Daniel and bad Daniel. You know what I mean? Good Daniel and bad Daniel. Daniel's son and first? Danny Boy. We're going to talk about, we got to go bad. You know how they say, I got good news and bad news? Give me the bad news first. Good Daniel and bad Daniel. We got bad Daniel first. Damn Daniel Snyder, man. Damn Daniel Snyder. I don't understand what he's trying to do. You're trying to turn this franchise back out of the laughingstock. This was once a proud franchise. Again, I know with the name, people didn't like the nickname, but besides that, they were a proud franchise. They definitely wasn't this. But what Daniel Snyder has done to the Washington Commanders, it's just a travesty. And I'm just surprised these owners haven't said, man, get out. Or just one vote. Goodell, my vote, that's it. Get out. Let the fans vote. Get out. Here's the latest. So he charged $4.5 million to put the team logo on his private jet. What? Like, bro, that's your team. What are you talking about? Sas, what you doing, bro? Anyway, what you talking about? Like, this is what he charged? You know what I'm saying? Like, he charged that much. So he charged him that. It says Snyder continues to look even worse after he allegedly was charging the franchise $10 million a year to use his own private jet. You charge him $10 million a year as he called it an advertising fee. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. It's basically the minority owners who are in possession of the 40% of the team did not consent to the spending. They didn't consent to him spending the money. He just did it on his own. You know what I mean? Like, man. I get he's the majority owner. He felt like he could do what he want. I'm gonna let you go because you down there. You know what I mean? You are down there.
Man,
It's just crazy, man. He's got to go, man. He's got to go.
I see the whole stress in your head, bro. I see the whole veins in your brain, bro. Hey, look, I'm going to start off with this. I miss Jack Kent Cooke. Jack Kent Cooke was a great owner. Brought 3 Super Bowl rings, Super Bowl 17, 21. I forgot the other one. But anyways, the one we won in Buffalo. Went to
Buffalo, Minnesota.
Yeah, the one we went to Minnesota. Yeah,
Minnesota beat Buffalo. Yep.
and 5 championships. I mean, we went to 5 Super Bowls. Since Dan Snyder, came here, you try to buy championships. You don't listen to you're supposed to be the chief, you the boss. If you the chief, you have to act like a real chief because real chiefs listen to their Indians in order for you to have your resources, your product raised up. That ain't the case. You want to do it your way. For example, you have a coach that wanted Kirk Cousins, but you want an RG3 to a point. You gave up 3 first-round picks. That was the most embarrassing thing right there, And it's crazy that the Rams had went to the Super Bowl before us 9 years later. It's embarrassing. I'm sad, confused as a fan, not just for me, not just no, seriously, not just
No,
for
I
me,
got you.
but
I got you.
for other fans too. I mean, I have people up in Worcester, Mass. Shout out to my homie Michael Mays because there was plenty of times that he wanted to give me New England Patriot jump. I remember he offered me a Ty Law jump. I bought I bought a Tom Brady jump in Auburn Mall. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't a New England color. It was a very unique color, but that's here now and then. But all these quarterbacks we haven't won 10 games in 32 years, over 10 games in 32 years. The last time we won 10 games, that was when RG3 was the rookie. Well, I thought we was gonna go to Super Bowl. We just have a bad owner. Excuse me. We have a terrible owner.
Yes.
And just be a fan and let somebody else who knows football or if you're a football fan of the Commanders, you will let somebody else step in because if you was the president, man, you'll be impeached. I'm just going to end it at that.
He also took out $55 million loan through the Commanders without informing the minority owners and receiving their approval.
That's
I mean,
what
this
I'm
dude.
saying. Why would you overrule your peoples, your personnel?
Yeah.
Why?
He's. I mean, again, with the countless sexual harassment claims, you seen the thing they had him on like cheerleaders at on some island, and they would. It's different, man. The whole situation is just crazy, man. Like, look, Dan Schneider, man, just do us a favor. Just go ahead. If you're a fan of the team, if you're a fan of the team like you say you are, just go ahead. You can't handle this. This is not you. You don't know how to run a football team. Just go.
Note in. Another note too. It's either gonna be the easy way or the hard way because only thing he needs 24 votes to get up out of there. Cause the owners, man, getting sick of this too. You embarrassing the league, bro.
For sure. Yes, sir. All right. Let's switch to another Daniel. Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones wants 40 something in the range of 45 million a year. Look, this is stats. 67% completion percentage, 3,200 yards, 15 touchdowns. I think he had 17 picks, if I'm not mistaken. Listen, man, I don't think he's worth it. I wouldn't give him that much sauce. What do you say? What do you say about Daniel Jones?
Man, based on them stats, okay, I'm going to start off saying, you know what? He has been durable. I mean, unlike our quarterbacks, we had like 4 or 5 quarterbacks and stuff like that, but you just seen him throughout the season. He been consistent, playing. But $40 million, that's just like ridiculous. I feel as though I mean, but at the same time, like I said, like he has been consistent. You have a running game. I mean, I signed him to a 2 or 3 year deal worth 3-year deal, $120 million. I ain't going no further.
3-year deal, 120. So you're gonna give him the 40 million a year for 3 years. What are you guaranteeing? Oh, I'm just saying, brother. That's you.
I'll
if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, I give him 120 million, but I give him 50 million guaranteed.
$50 million guaranteed. All right, look, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve anything. Daniel Jones is a good quarterback. He's a very good quarterback. I like him. He can run. He can move. You know what I mean? He's got wheels. He's got a good arm. He didn't have the receivers that some quarterbacks have had or did have this year. I would give you that. But I don't, $45 million a year. Look, and again, it's the market. So I get it, but I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it, man.
But see, the thing is, we have the wide receiver. We have the potential wide receivers. And like you said, he didn't have the wide receivers, but he was making things happen. With Saquon Barkley, you know, that they was finding ways to win on offense. So I wouldn't blame them if they were whatever price they give him. I wouldn't blame him because he deserved it, despite of the touchdown interception ratio.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I don't know, dog. Yeah, he only threw 5 picks. My bad. I'm sorry. 15 touchdowns, 5 picks. He only threw 5 picks.
Oh, 5 picks? Oh,
yeah.
Come on, man. Pay that man that money, I mean, like I said, look, even you notice, even if it was bad, he's been consistent. You know, for
what
5
consistent?
Years,
consistent. What he has been consistent in all 5 years. He didn't have anybody. He was horrible last year.
No,
Not the same path. I'm talking about the year before that.
I mean, I ain't gonna say. I'm saying being consistent, playing, you know, the games. No, he's been out there. He played all 17 games, and he only threw 5 picks.
Yeah.
The run, obviously, the running game working with Saquon Barkley, and he even said he's doing this without wide receivers. So he don't deserve that money.
Not that much, no. Not that much. No, that's just me. That's just me, bro. Not that much. Not that much.
Okay, let's go a little further, a little bit,
Not
right?
that much.
Hold on. A little further, a little bit. You see what Russell Wilson did this year, right?
Yeah.
Did he deserve the money that he got?
Yeah, I mean, Russell Wilson's got a way bigger resume than Saquon Barkley. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, I ain't saying
Saquon
Barkley. We was talking about
Daniel
Jones.
Daniel Jones. My bad. I'm thinking I had Saquon Barkley on the brain. Russell Wilson's got a way better resume than Daniel Jones. He's more proven. Yes, he deserved it. I'm not saying. I'm
talking about for this year. I ain't talking about for the past. I'm talking about for this year.
Well, Russell Wilson didn't get a new contract this year, but no, right now it's not looking good. We're gonna see what happens with Sean Payton. That's his guy.
No, I guess what I'm asking you. Who played the better season, Russell Wilson or Daniel Jones?
Daniel Jones had a better season.
Daniel Jones deserved that money. He deserved that money.
Not $40 million, but okay. Not $40 million, but all right. All right, let's do a little XFL. But you know, did you watch any games this weekend? I seen the game. Last weekend was a good game. With some good games. What DC Defenders won again. Yeah, man. Good games.
I was watching the what was the Seattle Sea
Dragons.
Sea Dragons. There you go. I knew it was Sea something. It wasn't Seahawks, but yeah, I was watching the game on YouTube yesterday. That game was kind of peace though. It was them and the Vipers.
Yeah, great good game. Throw. Good, throw. Ben DiNucci, he threw it. He got, I don't know. He's been all right. He came back. He had a horrible turnover. It was more like a fumble strip. You know what I mean? Ball picked up, fumble. Then he threw a nice touchdown to win the game to Josh Gordon. You know what I mean? Who seems to be playing. Josh Gordon seems to be playing good in the XFL. Josh Gordon, he seems to be doing all right in the XFL. You know what I mean? Yeah. What do you think about this, though? You see the Orlando. So check this out. You see the Orlando Guardians cut their quarterback after he leaked the team's playbook to opposing teams.
I will cut
Quentin Dormady. Like what kind of, like, why would you, what is your end game there? Did they give you money? Like what would make you want to do that? Like, he's a bozo for that.
Man,
you know what I mean?
He was high and he was trying to find the excuse, and he got his excuse. He bounced now.
He got his excuse and he bounced now. Yeah. So let's check some of the standards out real quick on the XFL. I mean, if I can. Give me a second here. All right. So that was a crazy game, man. That's a crazy game. Good,
Yeah.
good throwing
So
up.
the defenders. So speaking of that, you got the defenders and Battle Horse playing today. Audi Field. I might be going there today before I go to my job because we are hosting the Bucks today. The Wizards hosting the Bucks today. So I'm gonna go to the defenders game. Hopefully I see the Snake Cup.
What's the Snake Cup? Break that down for
Man,
us.
you ain't even looked that Joan up yet, bro.
I still haven't. My bad.
Man,
In the midst
look,
of things.
it's a cup, like I told you, it's you know what I'm saying, in the bottom of the crowd, the bottom of the crowd,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, they have cups, the big cups, and they, build it all the way up to the top. Try to build it all the way up to the top. And the cups is long too. That's what's going on down here. Man, when we get off of here, look it up on
I'm gonna look it up. So
and
yeah,
speaking of looking, please like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen.
yes, sir.
Thank
You heard what
you.
Saso says. Like, subscribe, comment, share the show. We appreciate the love.
We doing this for y'all.
Doing this for y'all, for the fans. We're gonna have y'all interacting with us soon too. Don't worry about it. So yeah, as you look into the stands right now, DC's 2-0, St. Louis is 2-0, Seattle got their first win, Vipers are 0-3, Guardians probably is 0-2. The San Antonio Brahmas 1-1, Arlington 1-1, and Houston Renegades are 2-0. We got some good action going on today. So with the win last night, Seattle got their win last night. The Vipers, Defenders won last. Oh no, my bad. Let me get into this. So yeah.
Last week, yeah. But let's talk about that matchup with Battle Horse and Defenders. Let me tell you, the Battle Horse, that's where Teller Heineken came from. He was a backup there, and they were the first team to run a kickoff return for a touchdown 2 years ago. I want to note that.
All right.
I love this team because they're very intriguing, very great team to watch. If there's any matchup that going determine whether defenders are a great team, this is the matchup today because the Battle Horse is like that.
Yeah, it should be a good game. We'll be looking out for that. All right. We come back from the break. We'll give our top 5 receivers, tight ends in the NFL right now headed into the season. Fanatical Massholes, y'all keep it locked.
This how it be in this everlasting game.
Woke up, took a shit, not knowing it's your last day. Shot outside the club cause the crook was only halfway. These kids ain't playing not a half day. He could barely hold it, but his murder game is front page.
Hopefully that gives you the energy you need, bro. Cause we good. I'm good, man. I got what I drink. You know what I'm saying? All right. Next topic. Top 5 wide receivers. First of all, let's check this out. NFL Combine. What do you think? You think that should be a barometer on where you get drafted at?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? Did you watch any of it? I watched like a couple 40-yard times.
I watched the long jump. I watched the vertical, and I watched the time and stuff like that. Hey, it's some I don't know the player's name is anything like that, but I was watching the linebacker running, and the linebacker's fast. One of them ran like a 4.4. Okay. I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I forgot his name too. He was a D lineman. His name's on top of my head. It wasn't Jalen Carter. It was somebody else. I know you're talking about. Damn, I forgot his name. Yep. Yeah, he's good.
Don't even worry about it.
Oh, you know what? Joey Porter. Joey Porter's son. No, he's a cornerback though.
He's a corner. Yeah.
No, I know who you're talking about. It wasn't Joey Porter's son. Joey Porter's son is a cornerback. He ran a 4.4. You know what I mean? He did his thing.
I said that to say this, if you have a linebacker that's run that's something that we need for Jamin Davis, but that's here now and then.
Nah, they ain't a veteran, man. Like I told you, Bobby Wagner, he will teach Jamin Davis how to play linebacker. Bobby Wagner, Commanders, don't listen to him. Go get Bobby Wagner. Anyway, I like the kid Richardson. The kid Richardson got a good arm, man, from Florida.
Yeah.
Commanders might want to look at him, man. You know what I'm saying?
No. And that's another thing. I don't want to pick no more Florida Gators quarterback.
Who's the last one we picked? Who was the last one we picked?
We had Danny Waffle. And
I mean, that's years ago, though. Stop it. I remember Danny.
Man, no, all the Florida Gator quarterback that we had or that came in the NFL didn't last.
Okay, I got you. All right.
The best they had was Tim Tebow.
All right. Tell us what you think. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, share. Saso, top 5 receivers. Who you got and going into the 2023 season? Goodness gracious, it's early. Top 5 receivers.
Well, my top 5, I got Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
I have Gerard Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Justin Jefferson. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
That's what I'm about to say. Justin Jefferson. My bad.
Mm-hmm. Good.
I get Devontae Adams.
Okay.
I have Jamal Chase.
Mm-hmm.
Last but not least, I have Stephon Diggs.
Nice. I like it. I like it. All right, I'm gonna take Justin Jefferson's obviously number 1. Gotta take Tyreek Hill. Man, I like AJ Brown. Man, I'm gonna throw my man Scary Terry, man, top in the top 5, and then definitely Jamar Chase. Definitely. That's what you know what I mean. I'm with you on there. So I'm definitely with you on that. I mean, so you got
and you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. I'm gonna give respect and my to Scary Terry, man. You dealt with about 4 5 different quarterbacks, man, and you still holding on strong, bro. I hope Sam Howell be your longevity. Take us where we need to go. But I just want to point that out.
We left off Devontae Adams, but okay. Like I said, I got Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, AJ Brown, Jamar Chase, and Stephon Diggs. That's what I said. I might have messed up on someone. But yeah, I said Scary Terry. I said Scary Terry. I gotta amend that. I love Scary Terry, but I can't put him above Diggs just yet. Diggs is that guy. Stephon Diggs is that guy. So that's my 5. I was being a homer. I can't do that. I love Scary Terry though. He's coming. He's definitely top 10.
No,
he might be right on outskirts.
What are you talking about? You got 3 straight 100-yard.
Yeah, all right, but I'm just saying he's not. I don't think he's better than Diggs just yet, though. Is what I'm saying. Stephon Diggs is that guy, man.
I mean, if you
Stephon Diggs is more proven.
But if you playing with 4 different quarterbacks and you still getting the numbers that you getting,
yes, sir. I got you. He's like 6. I got him number 6. How about that? We had to go 10. He'd be there. You know what I'm saying? All right. Your top 5 tight ends. Who you got?
I got Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Zach Ertz, Dallas Gordon,
Goddard,
and TJ Hawkinson.
TJ Hawkinson. I like it. I think I'm with you. Kelce, Andrews, TJ Hawkinson, George Kittle, and Dallas Goddard. I'm with you. I'm with you on those. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't with you. You can make. I kind of like Mike Gesicki. I like Evan Ingram. I like what he did. Evan Ingram had a good year. But yeah, you can't. I like Dallas Goedert, man. I like Dallas Goedert a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely good picks. Definitely good picks. So we'll see. Those, we're gonna rank the skill position players. Each week. You know what I mean? And then we'll see how we see how they look. If they made us look right. You know what I mean? Once the season starts and obviously throughout the rest of the season. All right, man. Let's switch to some basketball.
Oh, boy. Boy, you act like you won a championship with the Brooklyn Nets.
I did. I'm going to go on a rant real quick, man. I'm going to rant quick, and then we're going to talk about some things.
Let's go.
So, first off, Jock Vaughn, this is the lineup. How you did it, that's the rotation. I know he was trying to go 12 deep, play RB, but no. I like Cam Thomas, but he's an ISO player. He doesn't play well with others. He doesn't want to pass the ball. He's not a move without the ball spot shooter. These other guys are spotting up. They're making the right passes, and they're hitting the open shots. Dorian Finney-Smith, he couldn't buy a 3 coming to Brooklyn, and he started making them all of a sudden after they were down and getting crushed in Boston. You know what I mean? The other day. Excuse me. But they was getting crushed. And they was after they got dump trucked by damn near 50 to the Knicks, 40 to the Knicks the other night. I was just like, look, Jock Vaughn, you might have got your contract extension, but I don't think you earned it. Come on, man. You know what I mean? You coaching yourself out of this. But man, what they did in that second half, boy, I was like, this is what you do to the best team. Well, they're not right now. They're not the best team because Milwaukee overtook them. But still, I think the Celtics are going to win the chip. Let's do that without any superstars. Mikal Bridges, though, he's coming. This is why the Brooklyn Nets traded for him. This is why the Brooklyn Nets won't trade him. This is why other teams wanted to trade for Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges is a budding superstar. Dropped buckets, got hurt, whatever. I'm just either way. They dropped buckets, the adjustments. The Celtics didn't. Mikal Bridges dropped buckets. Well, it's fine. Jock Vaughn finally he made some adjustments, made the right lineups, the right rotation. Stick with this rotation. Seth Curry should play. Joe Harris, no. You got to get what you get for him.
You just said what I just told you is adjustments.
Either way, I'm just so what? I'm going off right now, bro. Come on, man. You stopping my run. Anyway, Jock Vaughn, stick with this. Stick with this rotation. Man. Stick with this rotation. Don't play everybody. Watanabe should be playing, though. Royce O'Neal, he should be playing. But everybody else, and they just signed Nerlens Noel. That means Day'Ron Sharpe is probably going back to the
G League. Swept in the finals. Don't go in the playoffs getting swept. Yeah, you might win this game, but don't go in the playoffs.
Listen, the Wizards ain't even down somewhere. Anyway.
Look, I already know my boy. We not a super team.
We not either no more. No more. We're not.
Got you.
Got me. You got me. How about this, man? Is there anything I left out? Ben Simmons. What is there anything? Any hope for Ben Simmons? You don't want to wish bad on somebody. You don't want to say a player's done. I don't know. 6 is what he's averaging. Well, 6.9. That's like 7. 6.9, 6'3", 6 rebounds, 6 assists is what he's averaging this season.
This deja vu from last year, man.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I don't know, man. I want to believe him, but I think he's cooked. I don't know.
And I don't even want to say no more. I mean, I heard this story last year.
Right.
There's nothing to say.
Nothing to say. But anyway, Celtics still the team to beat, I think. But Brooklyn, if they gotta just play like this and just understand, look what you did. Play like this the whole game, though. Play defense. Make the right pass. Trust each other. And Jock Vaughn, stop trying to go crazy with the lineup.
I'm glad you brought that up. Like the game yesterday with the Wizards and Toronto. Reason why we lost that game yesterday because of the turnovers, like you said. You can't enable teams and get them points because of your mistakes. You giving the game away. Like right. What are you doing? That's a difference between a team like mine and a team like yours right now. Y'all made adjustments because y'all know, like, less turnovers you have in the game, the more chance you're gonna win. You win you playing a top team such as Boston Celtics. You can't go in there BSing. You can't give the game away. You can't do that.
Yeah, they had 24 turnovers the other night. 24 turnovers did the Wizards. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Raptors only scored 16 points off their 24 turnovers, but
you're giving them a chance.
You're giving them a chance,
though. Hitting threes
like crazy. I see y'all shot 58% from 3. Damn.
Yeah, we was
that's crazy. Yeah, they was going in. Wizards was going in.
We enabled them with the turnovers.
You
can't do that. That was the difference between y'all beating the Celtics and us losing to the Raptors. We lost because of the turnover battles.
Can't do it.
Y'all have new peoples coming in. So it's like we're making adjustments. Let's see how this chemistry going play out. And y'all played out very well. Only thing you have to do is just be consistent now. Because nobody don't know who y'all are. Matter of fact, y'all don't know who y'all are.
Got you. I got you. All right. Before we get into this next topic, all right, my fault. Let's just jump into the next topic. My bad. So Draymond Green basically said that him and Gilbert Arenas basically saying that European players getting a free pass for not winning titles, like how LeBron got criticized. He had to go somewhere and win. KD, obviously. Even Steph, after they won chips, he had to win another one without KD to kind of get validated. And Dirk, not Dirk, Jokic is kind of getting a pass because he's going to win his third MVP, and nobody's really saying he's got pressure to win championship, which people have said that. I think we're all saying that this year. Like, the Nuggets are the best team in the West. They should at least get to the finals this year. Luka's, he doesn't got the team around him, but the pressure's starting to ramp it up on him. Starting next year, they're going to be like, look, you got to get a title. They got to get some pieces around him as well, too, but you got to get a title. What do you think about his comments?
Well, like Reggie Miller, you know, saying he ain't win a championship, but he's still one of the recognizable players.
Well, it means criticism. I'm saying he's saying they're not getting the criticism like American players are getting, is what he's saying. That's what he's saying. Do you believe that that's true?
I mean, all the players they're criticizing now.
Right, all right.
You know
well, that's what I'm saying. So you disagree. I'm saying.
I disagree. You criticize it now because you are recognizing that you feel that the European players is not getting criticized as an American player.
Right.
You telling us if Emmanuel Ginobili didn't get a championship that we supposed to criticize him. Okay. But he has a championship.
Right.
For example. So
Manu Ginobili wasn't really the main star, so I don't think he would ever get the criticism. I think Dirk Nowitzki was getting a lot of criticism before he won his championship.
He didn't get a championship, right?
Yeah. But he was getting criticism. You know, they was up 2-0, demolishing Miami before Dwayne Wade took over the whole finals. And that was that. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of criticism. No, but I'm saying before he got the ring, he was getting criticism, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's alluding to now. I'm saying he's alluding to now, like is Nikola Jokic is not a lot of pressure being put on him, like they're talking about all season. They're basically talking about KD having to win one, or I mean, who else? LeBron having to win it. Not, I mean, really any pressure, but they're looking more towards those guys, and really they're putting a lot of pressure on the Celtics. Like the Celtics got to win it. You know what I'm saying? Or they're gonna even get more criticism. But I think there's criticism for Jokic right now.
You pointed out something. Like, for example, I was watching Cole Pizza. This is before First Take. And I remember Skip Bayless always was like eager for LeBron James to win a championship, but every time he failed, it just got like his patience got impatient.
Right.
And until it was like, you know, when he won the championship, it was like a whole weight off his shoulder, but because he was like, I've been waiting for this. Like, if LeBron James didn't get that championship, you see what they did to his jerseys? They burnt their jerseys.
Yeah, I got you. I mean, like I said, I disagree. You know, but I think Jokic is going to get a lot more criticism this year if they don't win it. But he's got to definitely get to the finals. I think he's getting his share of criticism this year. Maybe not a lot because, again, the Celtics are looked at as the best team. They play the best basketball, but the Nuggets do. People don't. Again, we're out here, so we don't see the Nuggets like that. They're out. They're close towards the West, so their games start at 9, 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? Some of us are asleep, getting ready for work, so that's why. But
wait a minute, time out. Then back in the days, we used to fire people like Yao Ming, Manute Bol, but they, you know,
I don't know about. We didn't get at Manute Bol. He's talking about the European players, though. Like, I mean, like the white European players.
Now, I'm talking about like international now. Like, you might as well, anybody that's on the court, if you know what I'm saying, if you're not putting up the stats and you know what we expected, yeah, you get fired up. Like, if we were superstars, we get fired up.
Yeah, I got you. They didn't criticize Manute Bol, but they criticized Yao Ming when, you know what I mean. But again, it's different social media now. It's ramped up a lot more. I'm sure Yao Ming got his fair share of criticism. I don't know if Houston was ever considered that juggernaut though. Yeah. You know what I mean? But he had Tracy McGrady, so yeah, they should have been a lot better. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. So I get what you're trying to say. Again, I'm with you. I disagree with Draymond. I don't know where this is coming from, but that's how he feels. He's talking his talk. We're talking our talk. I disagree with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
All right. Moving on. We'll come back, finish out the show. Fanatical Massholes. Y'all keep it locked with us. One.
This how it be. This how it be.
Welcome back, Fanatical Massholes. What's going on? Finishing up, Mizzo Saso right here. All right, Saso. I know you probably fell asleep early, but if you watched that John Bones Jones, Cyril Gagne fight last night, it was quick. First round, submission.
I ain't the only one that fell asleep early.
He didn't knock. I mean, he didn't like. He wasn't asleep on the ground. He tapped out. You know what I mean? He got him a tap, but yeah, it was quick. You know what I mean? He had him kind of like the front naked choke, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? I can't explain it. You know what I mean? We got to bring an MMA aficionado on here. From what you've seen, if you know UFC, do you think John Bones Jones is real quick? You think John Bones Jones is the best heavyweight ever, or just the best fighter ever of UFC? Because he stepped up to the heavyweight division. He didn't start out as a heavyweight. I think this is his first fight at heavyweight. You know what I mean? What do you think?
Ooh, impressive.
There you go.
Got that man. You made that man submit, stepping up in the next weight class.
Right. Got you. Yeah, let's see. I mean, I wish he would fight Francis Ngannou, but Francis Ngannou ain't coming back to the UFC. He has some things to say, and John Bones Jones has some things to say back to him. That'll be interesting, man. Dana White, he says Francis Ngannou would never come back to UFC, but for the money that would garner, I think he would change his mind. You know what I mean? I really do. All right.
30 seconds, though.
No, he didn't submit him in 30 seconds. He submitted him in about it was close to the end of the round, like 3 minutes into the fight. He submitted him. You know what I mean? I want to make sure I give some more Cyril Gagne that. It wasn't a quick 30-second knockout. All right.
Well, it was a little bit exaggerated, but hey, that's kind of quick though.
You know how I hit you. Yeah, you know how I also needed you about my Yankees hitting the walk-off on your Nationals the other day. You know what I mean? I watched my little bit of spring training, man. Go ahead, listen, man. Hey, listen, your team, you gotta listen, you gotta go for it, bro. You got it. That still could give you a gauge on what your team's gonna do. I'm thoroughly impressed. Okay, I'm not thoroughly, but I'm a little impressed with the Yankees offense this year. It looks like they might, get on base and get hit in. What I'm saying. I like the kid Volpe. I hope he stays up. He's got to stay up, even if he doesn't. He's probably not gonna beat out. Excuse me. Man, Eswaldo Peraza. He's probably not gonna beat him out. You know what I mean? But
y'all better
bring him up. Keep him there. Eswaldo Cabrera, though, he's doing better and he's hitting. You know what I mean? He hit a nice 3-run home run. Again, Aaron Judge, they're probably gonna have him play left some this season to get Stanton out and right. So hey, we'll see. I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Anything that's gonna get the Yankees good. They gotta get a pitching though. Their pitching's gotta be better. Severino did not look that good yesterday. They have to get pitching. The pitching has to be good. Let's hope Carlos Rendon comes through because we obviously lost Frankie Montez. I don't think he's going to be out as long as they said he would. He might be out the first couple months, 3 months of the season. Hopefully he comes back. But if the pitching is right, Yankees got a chance to really make it happen this year.
Since 1990-something.
What? I ain't even going to say nothing. Y'all got 2009, but you got the more recent chip. You know what I mean? 2019. You got it.
That's right.
Nationals will be in the basement this year. We already put whatever. We already put money on the Capitals doing what we doing. Even though the Bruins housed the Rangers yesterday. 4-1.
What man?
Yeah. We can't beat the really, really good teams, man. But hopefully with Patrick Kane, this comes together. You know what I mean? New lineup, this comes together.
Yeah, the Capitals put up 8 goals against the San Jose Sharks yesterday. 5 unanswered goals in the second period. Wow. The Eastern Conference heating up. Well, what's it called? We in the Metro, Atlantic, yeah. We heating up because the wild card spot is getting real tight right now as far as points. So
we are in the Metro. I think you're in the same division as us.
Yeah.
We'll look that up. Matter of fact, let me look it up real quick before we get up out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Wow. Boston.
Yeah, we're in the Metro. We're in the Metro division. Boston
being on top, like I said, the President's Cup that's a curse. Nobody don't want to.
We'll see.
We want the whole thing. We want the whole thing.
Bruins gonna reverse it. I think they could reverse it. You know what I mean? They could definitely reverse it. I don't see anybody beating the Bruins. You know what I mean? What else you got going on?
We beat the Bruins this year. What are you talking about? I mean, just because not seeded, if we go to the wild card, excuse me, we go to the playoffs, everything changes after that.
Sure does. It can. It definitely can. What else you got going on this weekend on Sauce for the Sports Fan? Let them know what you got.
Well, this weekend, down here in DC, I'm gonna be at the Capital One Arena as the Washington Wizards take on the Bucks. DC Defenders take on this Battlehawks. I don't know who the national plan is spring training, but y'all look that up on ESPN.
We don't care. We don't care. How about that? I'll be watching some games. I'm definitely watching that doubleheader. KD versus Kyrie. It ain't even versus Kyrie, but KD and Kyrie play against each other. Suns Mavericks today at 1.
Oh, I got money on that game.
Big shout to Duke last night. You know what I mean? Going into North Carolina, beating them. They probably knocked them out of the tournament. North Carolina now has to win the ACC tournament just to get in. Ain't gonna happen. So North Carolina, see you next year. I did. See you next year, North Carolina.
You're bam.
For King Saso, your boy Mizzo, Fanatical Massholes. Remember, like, subscribe, share,
up in the
comment,
hallway.
all
Here
that.
comes a get back. I sawed off at close range, split his head in half, and that's exactly how the sport's played.
This how it be. This how it be. This how it be. This how it be in this everlasting game.
Now meet little Jennifer, setting up dealers on the regular. Bottle girl, nigga selling keys in the cellular. Flat stomach, big titties, cheeks are incredible. Natural, heavy ass squats looking edible. Now meet Tone, shining from the feds, he just came home. Squat deep, 100 grand of jewelry.